In the spooky little town of Spooksville, where bats flew like butterflies and pumpkins grinned all year round, lived a ghost named Boo Boo. During the day, everything was wonderful. The sun streamed through the windows of the old creaky house he called home. Boo Boo would drift happily from room to room, a cheerful wisp of white. He'd float up to a dusty armchair and whisper, "Boo!" Then he'd zip over to the kitchen and surprise a teacup with a little boo. He even said boo, but then, as the day came to a close, the sun would begin to set. The sky would turn from orange to purple, and the shadows in the house would grow long and stretchy. And then, click, the last bit of sunlight would vanish, and the house would be plunged into darkness. That's when Boo Boo's happy floating would turn into a nervous wobble. "Oh no. Oh dear. It's too dark," he'd whisper, his ghostly form trembling like a jelly in a breeze. While other ghosts were getting ready for their nightly haunting adventures, Boo Boo would be searching for the tiniest bit of light. He found a small, glowing nightlight plugged into the wall of the upstairs bedroom. It cast a warm, friendly orange glow, and Boo Boo would hide right behind it, peeking out at the vast, dark room. He'd stare at the dark corners where the moonlight couldn't reach. "Those dark corners are very spooky." He'd shiver. Who knows what's hiding in there? Maybe a bigger, scarier shadow. Just then, a little girl who lived in the house, named Mia, woke up for a drink of water. She rubbed her eyes and saw a faint, wobbly shape shimmering by the wall. It was Boo Boo, trembling with fear. Mia wasn't scared. She sat up in her bed and asked in a soft voice, "Are you okay? Why are you shaking?" Boo Boo was so startled he nearly floated through the ceiling. He looked at the little girl, his ghostly eyes wide. He let out a little sniffle, which sounded like a faint breeze. I'm a ghost," he confessed, his voice barely a whisper. "I'm supposed to be the one doing the scaring, but I don't like the dark. It's too dark." Mia didn't laugh. Instead, she gave him a warm, understanding smile. She reached over to her bedside table and picked up her flashlight, a bright yellow one with a friendly frog sticker on it. Click! A bright beam of light shot across the room, making a big, friendly circle on the opposite wall. "Well," Mia said kindly, "I get scared of the dark sometimes too. It's okay." She patted the empty space on the bed next to her. "Want to be scared together? It's always less scary when you have a friend." Boo Boo hesitated for a moment, then slowly floated over and settled on the edge of the bed. Mia handed him the flashlight. At first, he just held it, but then he aimed it at the wall. They took turns making silly shadow puppets. Mia made a rabbit with her fingers, and Boo Boo, with his floaty hands, made a wiggly, funny-looking sea monster. They pointed the light into the corners Boo Boo had been so afraid of. All they found were dust bunnies and a lost sock. Soon, a sound filled the room that hadn't been heard in the dark for a very long time: Boo Boo's laugh. It was a light, airy sound, like wind chimes. The dark didn't feel so big and scary anymore. It just felt quiet. And with the little beam of light from their flashlight and the sound of their shared giggles, it was actually kind of cozy. From that night on, Boo Boo wasn't the ghost who was afraid of the dark. He was Boo Boo, Mia's friend. Every night, they would explore the house together with their flashlight, telling stories and making sure there were no vacuum cleaners lurking in the shadows. Boo Boo learned that it's okay to be scared, and that everything, even the deepest, darkest night, feels a whole lot brighter when you have a friend by your side.